inclusive in your behavior.
Good afternoon and welcome into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, here on KSLSports.com, we are live at Bonneville High School where it's the Lakers getting ready to take on the Skyline Eagles.
KSL.com.
The regular season is over. Playoffs begin. It's a first-round matchup as
ladies and gentlemen,
we start here in 5A with the Bonneville Lakers taking on the Skyline Eagles.
Your treats, drinks, popcorn.
Seconds away from kickoff here at Bonneville High School. It'll be the Skyline Eagles in their white, shooting to the left of your screen to start the first half. We are seconds away from kicking off. The ref blows the whistle, and we are underway as the first round of the boys soccer playoffs begin. Bonneville taking on Skyline. Bonneville starts with possession. It's going to be a back pass to Uden Bogard. And Uden Bogard again in possession. Ball poked away, out of bounds and out. It'll be a throw in here for the home side. One back. It's going to be Horton. Plays it back out. It's Alex Horton on the ball. Trying to get around his defender. Has to settle it. Ball out wide here for Skyline. The cross comes in. Looking back post. No one there as that ball's cleared out by Colby Stone. Takes a bounce there in the middle of the park. And out one by Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon plays it back in possession now. Here is the Lakers with Ashton Duran. Duran will play it out wide to Uden Bogard. Back now to Ashton Duran, and Duran will go all the way back to Fabian Serrato, the goalkeeper, who boots this one up and away, and one back by the visiting Eagles, Palacios. Up now, one back by the Lakers. Here comes an opportunity for Bonneville, one back nicely by Skyline. Here comes Horton. Horton taking on one. Horton cuts it back out. Horton now trying to get near the top of the 18. Tries to poke one through. Nicely defended as Uden Bogard is able to clear this one out. Pennick gets a header on it. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lakers. We'll have a throw-in coming up. Duran. Playing it out wide to Colby Stone. Stone now carries up the pitch. Tries to settle it back. Intercepted by Skyline. And here comes the Eagles trying to hit on a quick attack. Ball in towards the middle. Heavy touch. And one back by Bonneville. Quickly one back by the Eagles. It's Horton. Nicely cut out there by Richards. Still in possession is now Ware. Nick Ware lets that one go out of bounds. Throw in for Bonneville. Here come the Lakers as Wilcoxon running off of it. Wilcoxon in the corner. Plays it in. In the direction of Denon Anderson. Cleared out by Skyline. And now Ashton Duran. Duran taking it into the 18. Duran crosses it in, takes a deflection, and it'll go out of bounds and out. We'll have a corner kick coming up. It'll be the first corner of the afternoon, and it goes to the home side. Corner kick, it'll be taken by Denon Anderson here on the near side. 5 Bonneville Lakers in the box. As the ball's floated in, back post, the header takes a deflection. And that ball will go out of bounds and out. Goal kick for Luke Clevin of the Skyline Eagles. And the Eagles here with an opportunity to clear their lines. Taking a look at the two teams at hand for the home side for the Bonneville Lakers. They come into this one at 7-7 overall, finish 5th in Region 5. The number 15 in the RPI, 29 goals scored. 31 goals conceded on the season. And a good opportunity here to advance to the next round against the number 18 Skyline Eagles, who come into this one at 5-9 overall, finish 5-7 in Region 6 play. Again, that is the 18th seed in the RPI. 20 goals scored on the season, 30 goals against. And this is an interesting matchup because these two teams play very similar styles of ball. And so we'll see which team takes the upper hand and advances to the next round here in the opening round of boys soccer playoffs. Ball played in. Richards brings it down, plays it up to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon taken down, and we'll have a foul called. Taken quickly by the Lakers up to Anderson. Anderson in behind the defense, but the flag raised here on the near side. Offsides called as Dannon Anderson looked to be all by himself over here on the near side and foiled by the offside flag raised. Pennick will boot it away for the Eagles. Looking in the direction of Horton, comes off the head of Stockton Moynier. And out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up for the visitors. Throw-in for Skyline. It'll be the freshman Nick Ware to throw it in. Ware plays it in, takes a bounce. It's Horton. Horton crosses it in. Near post, cleared out. And Bonneville trying to regain possession. And they do with Anderson. Anderson plays it to Duran. Duran back to Anderson. Anderson up quickly to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon with a nice pass back. And now here come the Lakers. Ball floated through and cleared out by Palacio. Only finds Ashton Duran in the middle of the park. Duran will support himself with Utenberg. Bogard loses it. Horton now with possession. Horton taking it in. Horton, Bogard with an incredible defensive slide and effort, but he is down as Skyline remains in possession, cleared out by Bonneville. Skyline still on the attack. The shot from distance safely into the hands of Fabian Serrato, but now we'll have a stoppage in play as the official will come over and look at Jordan Bogard, who came up with a huge defensive play to deny Horton the shot. It was a great tackle from behind that got a majority of the ball, but as Alex Horton was taking the shot, it caught Bogard. And the officials here taking a look. And has to be helped off by his teammates and now his head coach. And that's never what you want to see early here.
Number 28, Kalinga Mabachi.
Mabachi checks in. And we'll hope that Bogard is okay. Ball back in play with Fabian Serrato, who will boot this one up and away. Early substitution here, as again, Mbachi checks in. Ball out wide now to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon against Ware. Wilcoxon plays back to Duran. Duran scanning, plays it into Anderson. Anderson tries to turn. Nice defensive effort there from the Skyline Eagles. That ball will just float back safely to Fabian Serrato, who will boot this one up and away. Brought in by Colby Stone with the defensive effort. Throwing over on the far side for the visitors. Moyer will boot this one away. Lands at Duran. Duran boots this one up the pitch. Wilcoxon running off of it. Pennick defending. Nicely defended there from the captain, Pennick. And now we'll go Stockton Moynier, who will go all the way back to Serrato. Serrato boots it up, finds Colby Stone. Stone takes a heavy touch. Nicely defended by the Eagles. As that ball's booted away, out of bounds and out for another Bonneville throw. Colby Stone to throw it in. Headed away by Skyline. Now one back in the middle of the park. Here comes Horton. Takes a heavy touch. Moynier with a big defensive tackle. Still Skyline in possession as Horton trying to play it out. Cut out and a collision there. But the referee says play on. It's going to be Vasquez. Vasquez who floats it over to Will Coxon. Pennant coming across defensively and does a great job to clear that one out. Ball now in for Toothman. Toothman playing it up the pitch. Trying to turn over on the far side. But a foul called as a late challenge comes in. And now we'll have a free kick for the visiting Eagles. Jace Ryan there on the tackle. Ball floated up over the top, looking for Horton. And Mbachi is able to clear it out. Back now to Kalenga Mbachi. Will Coxon takes a heavy touch as he tries to get it back out. Does. Duran plays it back to Will Coxon. Will Coxon now up to Duran. Duran taking it into the 18. Duran with the shot. Duran with the goal. Dream start for the home side. Will Coxon, who plays it in behind Ashton Duran, just has to take it and tucks it in to the bottom corner. And Ashton Duran puts Bonneville up 1-0. 30 minutes left here in the first. Incredible build-up here on the near side. As Duran got it into Will Coxon, then Will Coxon with the through ball up the sideline. And Ashton Duran, with ice in his veins, just tucks it into that bottom corner. 1-0. Bonneville leads it. The number 15 with a lead over 18 Skyline. Ball back in play. We'll see how the Eagles respond. Giveaway here as Will Coxon trying to get on the end of it. Duran out to Vasquez. Vasquez cuts back inside. Vasquez taken down. Nicely cut out there by Jax Jameson. And now Skyline back in possession, this time with Palacios. Palacios switches it over to Beckham Larson. Larson. Nicely cut out there by Rassley. And now one back in the middle of the park by Jax Jameson. Jameson will play it back. Horton. Ball floated through, looking in the direction of Toothman. Takes an awkward deflection, and now Moyer can clear it out and does. Colby Stone boots it away. Ball one back in the middle of the park by Cortez Infante. And then one back by Will Coxon. Nicely defended there by Bonneville. Ball out wide to Vasquez. Vasquez taking it up. Vasquez plays it back in the middle for Duran, the goal scorer. Duran boots it up, looking for Rasley. And now here comes the Skyline Eagles. It's going to be Jax Jameson taking on one, taking on two, but loses out on possession. Colby Stone playing it up. Stone back to Mbachi. Vasquez with a nice little bit of skill there against Cortez Infante. Now here comes Rassley. One back by Skyline. Horton playing it through to Toothman. Toothman will take a shot from distance safely into the hands of Fabian Cerrato. And now Colby Stone has time and space. Colby Stone brings it up. Stone playing it in to Richards. Back now to Richards. In the middle of the park for Duran. Duran out wide to Vasquez. Vasquez will settle it and play it back to Mbachi. And a foul called. Free kick coming up here for the home side. Free kick for Bonneville. It'll be Denon Anderson to take, and he takes it quickly. Leaves it for Duran. Duran back to Anderson. Nicely cut out by Beckham Larson. Only to be won back by Duran. Takes a heavy touch, and now here comes, deflection. Now here comes Larson trying to get around. Vasquez commits the foul. Danny Vasquez gets the whistle. Free kick coming up here for the visiting Eagles, who are looking for a response after that goal from Ashton Duran to put the Lakers up 1-0. 27 minutes left to go here in the first. Ball floated up, looking at the top of the 18. Carter Bolden was there, but ball cleared out by Bonneville as Peyton Rassley now will try to play it up. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for the visitors. Substitutions here for both sides.
Number 1, Tobe Ayogi. And number 53, Rudy Johnson.
Ayogi checks in for the Eagles. Skyline here in possession. That ball last touched by Rassley. We'll have a throw in here for the visitors. Ball played quickly in the direction of Rudy Johnson. And that ball cleared out by Bonneville. Now here comes Will Coxon trying to get on the end of it. Nicely poked out there. Pennick will play to Larson. Larson boots it up, looking for Jax Jameson, who brings it down and settles it. Plays it back to Palacios. Palacios will play it up over the top. Rudy Johnson now giving chase. One back in the middle by Ashton Duran. Duran trying to play it out quickly, looking in the direction of Rassley, but that ball takes a deflection. It'll go out of bounds and out. We'll have another throw-in coming up here. This time for the home side, as the Lakers looking to extend the lead before we head to the break. 1-0 here for the 15th seed. They lead at home. Mbachi plays it up to Duran. Duran takes on one, can't get past two, and now here come the Eagles trying to hit on a quick counter. Jax Jameson floats one up, looking in the direction of his attacker. That ball will go safely into the hands of Fabian Serratos. He does good to read it off his line. Richards pokes it through, finds Rassley. Rassley plays it in now for Vasquez. Back to Rassley. Here come the Lakers. Rassley back in the middle for Duran. Duran plays it up to Will Coxon. Will Coxon takes a touch. Has a defender. That's Ware defending him now. Playing it back to Rassley. Rassley to Duran. Duran scanning, looking, floats one over the top. Nicely cut out by Skyline. It's going to be Jace Ryan there, the center back coming up. Winning possession. Cleared out by Skyline. And now it's Moyer. Moyer, who will switch it all the way over to Kalenga Mbachi. Will Coxon takes a heavy touch. Pennick coming across defensively. Pennick wins it back. Pennick plays it up. Here comes Lipson. Lipson taking on one. Lipson. Mbachi with a great defensive effort wins the ball back. Here come the Lakers. Duran. Duran for Will Coxon. And that one will come off of Beckham Larson. We'll have a throw in here for the home side. Kalenga Mbachi to throw it in. Plays it in for Vasquez. Vasquez to Richards. Richards to Anderson. Anderson back to Richards. And that ball will come over to Will Coxon. Will Coxon trying to get around his defenders. Will play on as Duran switches it over, looking for Rassley. Nice step there from Palacios to boot it away. And now Skyline in possession. Johnson trying to play one through over to Alex Horton. Mbachi now in possession for Bonneville. Jax Jameson back with the Eagles. Ball out wide to Lipson. Lipson now taking it into the box. Lipson cuts it back. Lipson with the cross. And no one there to poke it home. Bonneville can clear, and they do. Vasquez. Vasquez will bring it up. Duran. Duran back into Vasquez. Vasquez out wide now to Lipson. Or excuse me, to Wilcoxon. Trying to get around Beckham Larson. Has to support himself with Duran. Duran to Anderson. Anderson back to Wilcoxon. Nice little bit of possession here by the Lakers. Anderson up to Duran. Duran now can cross it in. Does. Pennick is there. Cleared out. Stone with the shot. Stone with the goal. Oh, that's a golazo. Colby Stone off the volley. Bonneville leads it by 2. Colby Stone,
Number 7, Colby Stone,
who just took it off the volley at the top of the 18 and buries it into the top corner. It's 2-0 for Bonneville.
Substitution for the Eagles.
Substitution for Skyline.
24, Dante Stock.
As the Eagles now find themselves trailing 2-0 halfway through the first half. Can the Eagles respond and pull one back? It's Larson. Larson plays it up, finds the feet of Horton. Horton plays it in, and cut out by Bonneville. Pennick. One back, it's Rassley. Rassley to Duran. Duran taking it in. Duran plays it out wide. Nicely cut out by Beckham Larson. Now it's Palacios. That ball over now to Jace Ryan. Ryan will play it back to Cerato. It's now Moynier. Pennick with a header. In the middle now for Dante Stock. Stock plays it up. It's now Jax Jameson. Jameson, Dante Stock. Stock will go out wide to Palacios. Palacios will play it wide. Back now with Palacios. Palacios will go all the way back to where? In the middle now for Ayoyagi, and then one back by Bonneville. Ball booted up. Pennick wins it back. It's Nick Ware. Rudy Johnson. No one there to connect, and now it's Richards who brings it up. Vasquez plays it to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon will take it from deep, and that ball will go up and over, out of bounds and out. Goal kick as Wilcoxon trying to catch and float one over Luke Clevin. But that ball will just go out of bounds and out. Goal kick here as Skyline with possession. Ball won back by the Eagles. It's Palacios to Pennick. Pennick boots it away. Looking for Johnson. Johnson lets it bounce. Moyer comes across defensively. And now it's Toby Ayoyagi. Nice to cut out by Ryan. One back by Bonneville. Back to Mbachi. Mbachi will go all the way back to Cerato. Cerato boots this one away. The goal scorer, Colby Stone, brings it down with his head, takes a touch, cuts it inside. One back by Ayoyagi. Here comes the Eagles. Ayoyagi plays it into Johnson. Johnson with the shot, takes a deflection, and booted away by Ryan. That was the opportunity that Skyline was looking for. With a high press, steals the ball away from Stone. Ayoyagi plays it in the direction of Johnson. Johnson with the shot, and nicely cut out by Jace Ryan. Corner kick coming up for the visitors, and a good opportunity here to try to pull one back off the set piece. Skyline with a corner on the far side. The ball comes in, floated back post. The header is there, straight into the hands of Fabian Serrato, who comes up big. That was Andrew Pennick at the back post. Got the header in, but directly at Serrato. Pennick now trying to come across, and to win it back, it'll be Ashton Duran who plays it up. Duran. It's now Anderson. Anderson taking on his defender. Anderson with the shot. It just skims past the post. Not far off there from Denon Anderson as he got around his defender, trying to shoot it across goal to the opposite bottom corner, and that one goes just wide. Good opportunity there for Bonneville to make it 3. 17 minutes left to go here in the first. 2-0 Bonneville lead, but this game is open as both sides getting some good opportunities on both ends. Horton, that ball coming up for Skyline, brought down by Jax Jamison. Jamison trying to get around his defender. Nicely cleared out by Colby Stone. That ball goes out of bounds and out. We'll have a throw-in coming up for the visitors. Ball played in. Stone gets another foot on it to clear it out. Ball back in play now. Here comes Ayoyagi for Skyline. Ball floated in, back post. Serrano off his line. And Serrato reads it well. Here comes Ashton Duran. Bonneville now trying to hit on a quick counter with Denon Anderson. Anderson playing it out wide to Rassley. Rassley gets around and cuts it back inside. Anderson brings it down. Anderson plays it to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon now trying to get it wide. Keeps it. Rassley to Duran. Duran back to Rassley. Rassley to Anderson. Anderson gets caught up. Skyline trying to clear. Duran to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon floats one through, and Nick Ware with the header out. Only finds Stone. Stone to Rassley. Rassley back in now to Duran. Duran looking to take it from distance. Cuts it back. Duran is looking in the direction of Wilcoxon and Vasquez. Cut out by Skyline. Jax Jamison plays it for Horton. Horton defended by Ryan. Horton will play it out to Ayoyagi. Ayoyagi will take a shot from distance, so that one over and out. And a goal kick. Two nothing. Bonneville leads it early in this one.
Number 20, Owen Walker. And number 6, Jasper Toothman.
Goal kick as Serrato clears it out. Foul called and a free kick for the home side. It's going to be Denon Anderson standing over it to take. Anderson will play it out wide to Stone. The goal scorer plays it into Richards. Richards back to Anderson. Anderson now taking it into the top of the 18. Anderson trying to poke one through. Nicely cut out. Nick Ware, the freshman, coming up with the ball. Has time, has space. Plays it to Horton. Horton floats one in the direction now of Jax Jamison. Jamison with an opportunity. Nicely cut out by Duran. And Bonneville clears. Another good opportunity there for Skyline, but nicely cut out defensively from the home side, and now we'll have a throw-in for Skyline.
Skyline substitution number 43, Ethan Pluger.
The winner of this game, here between the number 15 Bonneville and the number 18 Skyline, moves on to the next round. That game to be played on Tuesday the 14th, as they'll take on the number 2 seed East. And what a season it's been as well for the East High Leopards. Vasquez will look to float one in over the top. Cut out by Beckham Larson. Throw in coming up. It's going to be Mbachi to throw it in. Duran. Back now to Duran. Cut out by Skyline. One back by Richards in the middle of the park. It's Vasquez. Vasquez to Duran. Duran plays it back to Richards. Richards to Anderson. Anderson trying to turn. Anderson defended by Ware. Anderson leaves it for Duran. Duran will take it from distance and into the hands of Luke Clevin. Nice read there from the junior goalkeeper to deny Duran his second of the afternoon. Ball now in for Skyline. Ethan Ploger. Ploger to Ware. Ware pokes it through, looking for Stock. Cut out by Bonneville. One back quickly by the Eagles. Now here comes Palacios. Ware. Ware will float this one over, looking back post. Brought down by the Eagles and cleared out. Beckham Larson. Ball back wide to Lipson. Poked away. Takes the last touch off of Lipson. So we'll have a throw-in. That ball will go all the way back to Fabian Cerrato, who will boot this one up and out. Will Coxon does a good job to settle it. Still in possession is Bonneville. Here comes Anderson. Anderson nicely defended there by Ploger. Big defensive read there from Ethan Ploger, the sophomore. And now here comes Palacios, who takes it into the 18. Palacios across the face of goal. The shot! It's in! Alex Horton pulls one back. Palacios coming up all the way from his defensive spot. Takes on one, takes on two, puts it across the face of goal. Horton is there and makes it 2-1 as the Eagles pull one back before the break. 10 minutes left to go here in the first. Ball back in play. And it's Mbachi who plays it up to Will Coxon. That ball will go all the way back now to Moyer. Moynier will go all the way back now to Cerrato. Cerrato goes out wide to Stone. Stone brings it in with a heavy touch. Finds Rassley. Rassley leaves it for Stone. Stone trying to cut back inside. Leaves it for Rassley. Rassley now taking it in. Rassley finds Anderson. Anderson floats one through to Vasquez. Vasquez will take it from distance and can't put it on frame. Danny Vasquez had time, had space. Rushed the shot from distance, couldn't put it on frame. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. Goal kick for Skyline. Pennick, who subs back in, will boot this one away. And now Stockton Mounier will leave it for Mbachi. Mbachi plays it up. Cleared out by Skyline. Mounier gets a header on it. Settled now by Jasper Toothman. Ball in for Jonathan Giles. Out wide to Larson. Larson floats one in. Cut out by Jace Ryan. Mbachi to clear. Vasquez flicks it off. Nicely won back by Larson. Larson plays it up. It's Jax Jameson who takes it from distance. Took a deflection off of the Bonneville defender. The official will call it a corner, and we'll have an opportunity here on a set-piece play for Skyline to try to tie things up. The ball floated in. Back post. Serato off his line trying to punch it away. Doesn't get the best of hands on it, but ultimately cleared out by Bonneville. Throw in here for the visitors as Larson will throw it in. Prior to, we'll have a substitution as
Richard Olson in for the Eagles.
Richard Olson checks in. Off comes Jonathan Giles. Larson throws it in, flicked on by Jax Jameson. But that ball will go back out of bounds. Throw in here for the home side. Mbachi to throw it in. And now throw in again for the visitors. Waiting for an extra ball. Ball now with Larson as he'll throw it in on the near side. Jax Jameson taking a shot from distance. There is Jasper Toothman. That ball goes into the hands of Fabian Serato. Pennick gets a header on it. Good ball goes out of bounds. Mbachi to throw it in. Wilcoxon. Back to Duran. Richards now with a ball out to Stone. Stone will float one in towards the top of the 18. Cortez Infante can't get ahead on it. Lands at the Skyline defender. Ball cleared out. Ploger. Ball will go all the way back to Serato, and Serato will play it out wide to Mbachi. 5 minutes left to go here in the first. It's a 2-1 lead for Bonneville thanks to goals from Ashton Duran and Colby Stone, who scored off an incredible volley halfway through the first. Alex Horton was able to pull one back for Skyline, and that's what we're at that 2-1 scoreline. It's the number 15 seed, Bonneville, leading over the number 18 Skyline Eagles. Ball in the middle now for Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon trying to get around one. Does. Duran nicely flicked off there to Vasquez. Vasquez takes on one. Vasquez with time and space. Plays it out wide now to Stone. Stone taking it up. Leaves it for Rassley. Rassley now Taking it into the 18 is Rassley, who takes it from distance. Couple of deflections and finally cleared out by Skyline. That ball goes up now for Stockton Moynier, who will go all the way back to Serato. Serato plays it to Mbachi. Vasquez trying to turn. Vasquez does. Wilcoxon takes a heavy touch. One back by Toothman. Toothman will play it to Cortez Infante. Infante to Pledger. Pledger plays it into Jax Jamison. Jamison up the sideline, trying to get around Richards. Poked away by Sam Richards, and we'll have a throw-in for the Skyline Eagles with 3:35 left to go in the first. Can Skyline tie it up before the break, or will Bonneville head into the halftime interval with the lead? Anderson. One back by Ethan Ploger. Now here comes a good opportunity for the Skyline Eagles. Ball out wide to Beckham Larson. Larson to Lipson. Lipson cuts it back. Mbachi with a nice defensive effort. One back by Bonneville. Here comes Duran. Duran trying to hit on a quick counter. Ashton Duran cuts inside. Ashton Duran flicks it through. Wilcoxon is in behind, but the flag is raised. Clevin off his line to clear, but it will not count as the Bonneville attacker in Wilcoxon called offside, and a free kick for the visiting Eagles. Pennick will boot this one away. Jax Jamison brings it down. Jamison back onto his left. Jamison into the 18. Jamison out to Olsen, who crossed it in, and that ball cleared away, and a foul called as looks like that was Toothman coming across and committing the foul. It's Fabian Serato will boot this one away. Wilcoxon takes a heavy touch, and that ball goes out of bounds and out. Back with the Skyline Eagles. Again, looking to cut into the lead and head into the break on level terms. Jamison brings it down. Ball into Olsen. Olsen with a heavy pass back to Jax Jamison. Can't connect. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw in here for the home side. Kalenga Mbachi to throw it in. Finds Vasquez. Ball floated up. Pennick coming across defensively. Brought down by Olsen. Nicely defended there by Richard Olsen, who cuts it out. Make sure that ball can't get up. 1 minute left. And we are waiting for ball here to be played in by Mbachi. Wilcoxon brings it in. Cut out by Pennick. Larson. Duran gets a boot out and is able to cut it out. Rassley trying to turn. One back by Toothman. Cortez Infante now. It's Lipson. Lipson takes on Mbachi. Lipson from distance. And Fabian Serato coming up with the shot, with the save on that one. 20 seconds left. Remains here in the first. Serato boots this one away. Lipson trying to bring it in. Lipson
10,
back
9,
out wide
8,
to Larson.
7,
Larson floats
6,
one up.
5,
And that'll go
4,
safely to
3,
Fabian Serato.
2,
And that'll do it
1,
for the first half.
0. And that's the end of the first half.
We've reached the end of the first half. It is the number 15 seed Bonneville leading number 18 Skyline thanks to goals from Ashton Duran and Colby Stone. Alex Horton able to pull one back for Skyline before the break. Halftime, it's 2-1. Stick with us for second half action when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Alex Napoles. Happy to be with you here at Bonneville High School for a first-round matchup between the Bonneville Lakers taking on the Skyline Eagles. It's 2-1 as we head to the start of the second half. Bonneville leads it, number 15 over the number 18. The winner of this one will move on to the second round of boys soccer playoffs, and they'll take on the East High Leopards. We are moments away now from getting the second half started. And that first half, Bonneville off to a hot start. Ashton Duran able to find a goal early in the first half. Colby Stone able to make it 2-0 off a beautiful volley at the top of the 18. And then Alex Horan pulls one back for Skyline. We are underway. Second half action here at Bonneville High School. How will the Eagles respond? They just need the one to get back on level terms. And here they are on the attack early with Cortez Infante. That ball out wide now to Beckham Larson as the wind begins to pick up here at Bonneville. That ball will go all the way back now to Luke Clevin. It's Ploger. Pennick will go out wide now to Beckham Larson. Larson with a touch has to go all the way back to his goalkeeper Clevin. Ploger. Ploger will float one over the top. Toothman trying to find a runner-off in the middle, and now Kalenga Mbanchi will come across and clear this one out. Throw in here for the visiting Skyline Eagles as Palacio to throw it in. Palacios. Ball booted away by Kalenga Mbanchi. Duran brings it in. Duran floats one over the top. It's a foot race now. We'll see if Clevin comes off his line. Does, and Clevin collects. Luke Clevin, the junior here, can boot this one away and does. Only to find Duran. Duran wins it back in the middle of the park, and now Duran taking on one. Duran will give it back to Stone. Stone will go back to Ryan. Ryan now all the way back to Cerato. And I like how both sides have started. Both sides not really trying to force anything. Just trying to control possession, have possession in spurts, but just back and forth possession now. Here as the Eagles taking a shot from distance. Cerato with the save. Skyline with the shot from distance. Cerato coming across, makes the save, and a throw in here for Skyline. And opportunity still on the attacking third for the Eagles. As throwing coming in from Palacios. Goes long into the box, near post. Headed away. Cortez Infante with the volley. Can't put it on frame. As that ball goes over and out, goal kick coming up for Skyline. Raindrops beginning to fall here at Bonneville. 2-1 with 36 minutes left to go in the first. Or excuse me, the second. Ball in the middle now for Owen Walker. That ball goes back to Pennick. Nice little bit of interplay here from Skyline. Taken down and a foul called as Beckham Larson goes to ground. Captain Denon Anderson for Bonneville not happy with the call as he goes over and has a conversation with the official, but nonetheless, free kick coming up here for Skyline and a good opportunity to try to tie things up. It's Cortez Infante who will float one in. Puts it into the mix. Pennick is there trying to get a header on it. Cleared away by Bonneville. And now here comes a throw-in as Beckham Larson on the far side will play it in. Larson brought in by Lipson. Cross comes in. No one there as Rassley can only put it to Infante. What a goal! Oh, Cortés Infante! And we are tied at 2. Just like Colby Stone in the first half, Cortés Infante off the volley lets it rip. And we're all tied up at 2.
Cortés Infante.
Dream start for Skyline here in the second half. They're back on level terms. It's Duran and Bonneville now. How will they respond? As they say that 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football. And we have seen that here at Bonneville. Tied up at 2. And a spot in the next round up for grabs. Ploger for Skyline. Plays it to Pennick. Pennick will bring it up. Out wide now to Larson. Larson playing it in. As Horton loses possession. Now here comes Vasquez. Nicely won back by Skyline. Now here come the Eagles with an opportunity. Ball floated through, takes a deflection, and into the hands of Cerato. Nicely cut out by the Bonneville Lakers. Mbachi plays it to Vasquez. Vasquez now to Duran. Duran taking it out to the wing. Plays it for Wilcoxon. Cortés Infante cuts it out and brought down. Foul called. Free kick here for the visiting Eagles. Two. 33 minutes left to go here in the second half. Ball floated in. Toothman will now take it from distance. Comes off of Rassley. And now Palacios will float one in, looking back post. Duran brings it in. Heavy touch there from Duran. One back by Skyline. Here comes Bolden. Taking a shot, takes a deflection out of bounds, and now we'll have a throw-in as Skyline continues to keep the pressure. Palacios comes over to take the throw-in here on the near side, and we'll see if he goes into the mix or keeps it short. He'll go short. Palacios now can cross it in, takes it in. Booted away by Jace Ryan. Nicely flicked on there from Owen Walker. Ball comes out. Rassley takes a heavy touch. One back by Skyline. Skyline now using their press, using their pressure as Bonneville struggling to keep a hold of the ball. Cortés Infante to Toothman. Toothman now taking a shot. Nicely defended there from Ryan. Rassley taking a touch. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up here for Bonneville. Stone throws it in. Cut out by Palacios, and a foul called as Wilcoxon coming across and cuts through Palacios for the foul. It's going to be Ploger to take the free kick. Ploger will look to float one into the mix. He'll keep it short. Ploger now floats one in near the top of the 18. Cortés Infante's there with the header. Stone clears it out. Duran. Wilcoxon. Out to Vasquez. Vasquez now into Duran. Duran can't get around Toothman. Toothman coming up with a big defensive effort. And now here comes the Skyline Eagles. Horton tries to settle it back to Toothman. Cortés Infante cuts it back. Plays it for Walker, cut out by Duran. Mbachi. Richards Plays it up for Rassley. Rassley now brings it in, back to Richards. Richards now looking in the middle for out wide to Vasquez. Vasquez will play it into Duran. Duran to Richards. Richards to Anderson. Anderson pokes it back. Cut out by Skyline. Here comes Walker, who plays it up for Infante. Ball filtered through to Bolden. Bolden now with the chance. Bolden with the shot. Taking it in. Deflected and cleared. Stockton Moynier coming across with the big defensive effort. Still an opportunity here for Skyline as the cross comes in. Horton with the header over the bar and out. This Skyline Eagle pressure has been relentless to start the second half. Another giveaway from Bonneville ends up with a Bolden cross, comes off the head of Horton, and unfortunately just can't sneak it under the post, goes over the bar and out. Bonneville dodging a close one there. Goal kick cleared away. Ball won back by the Eagles. Jameson gets a boot on it. One back. Duran plays it out to Rassley. Rassley now to Stone. Stone to Rassley. Rassley back into Duran. Duran now up to Anderson. Coming across defensively is Pennick, who commits the foul. And we'll have our first yellow card caution of the afternoon. And it goes to Andrew Pennick. Coming in now is Nick Ware.
Yellow card caution. This should be Skyline number 4, Andrew Pennick.
Ware checks back in. Pennick goes out with the yellow card. And a free kick here for Bonneville. It's going to be Anderson who floats one in. Looking for Rassley. Cut out by Palacios. Toothman looking to play it up in the direction of Horton. Brought in by Infante. A heavy touch as Cortez Infante trying to link up with Horton over on that far side. Ball back in play. And it's Fabian Cerato, the goalkeeper here, taking his time. 29 minutes left to go here in the second. We're all squared up at 2-2. A ticket in the next round. A ticket to play against the East High Leopards on the line. Foul called. And a free kick. And the official says, hey, no more. It's your last warning for Joaquin Palacios. Substitution getting ready to check in for Bonneville. We'll see if that one comes on before the free kick. Ball played back to Duran. Moyer. Ball cut out there by Skyline as Dante Stock wins the ball back, poked away. And now Moyer. Stockton. Moyer will boot this one away. Wilcoxon gets ahead on it. And now the freshman Ware. Palacios boots this one up. Ryan gets a header on it. Duran brings it down. And now it's Richards. Richards out wide to Rassley. Rassley playing it into Anderson. Anderson lets it sneak by, but it'll just go straight into the hands of Clevin. And now Skyline can clear their lines. Boots this one away. Takes a bounce in the middle of the park. Richards with a header. Vasquez brings it in. Anderson. Anderson playing it over to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon against Pledger. Pledger coming across and makes a huge defensive intervention there. Looked like Luke Wilcoxon was going to run off the end of it and have a chance in at Clevin, but Ethan Pledger doing a great job defensively. Jordan Utenbogard, who was injured early in the first half, has been reintroduced into this game. Good to see him back on his feet. Good to see him running. And good to see him back on the pitch for Bonneville. Stone Plays it to Rassley. Rassley cuts inside. Rassley gets around one, trying to get around two. Stock doing a good job defensively, and then advantage played as Duran with possession. Duran brought down. Now Dante Stock will see yellow. Advantage initially played, and then Dante Stock coming across commits the foul, and he'll see yellow. Second yellow card caution issued. Second to the Skyline Eagles. Substitution as...
Yellow card caution issued to Skyline number 24, Dante Stock.
I believe that was Owen Walker who checks back in after the Stock yellow card. A free kick in a very dangerous very dangerous position here for Ashton Duran. Already has one. Can he make it two and give Bonneville back the lead? A free kick just outside the top of the 18. 4 on the wall for Skyline. Duran with the shot, and it goes over the bar and out. Puts a little too much under that one as he can't get it to dip, and it will go over and out. Goal kick here for Skyline. Goal kick taken short and quickly as Nick Ware, the freshman, will boot this one away. Richards comes across with a header, and now it's Stone. Stone cut out by Skyline. Stone, Rassley in the middle now for Richards. Sam Richards carries. Sam Richards plays it up. It's Uten Bogard. Back now to Uten Bogard. Mbachi to Jordan Uten Bogard. Cut out by Cortez Infante, who plays it up. It's Alex Horton, the goal scorer. Horton cuts out. Horton against Moynier. Horton will take it from distance and can't put it on frame. Alex Horton has one.
And number 2,
looking for his second of the afternoon, but unfortunately can't put it on frame. That ball goes out of bounds and out. Goal kick here as we approach the halfway point of this second half, where we are all tied up at 2. Takes a bounce. One back now by Skyline. That ball will go safely back to Fabian Cerato. Cerato will now boot this one away. Duran to Rassley. Rassley up the sideline. Nice defensive effort there from Joaquin Palacios. Rassley plays it into Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon now for Anderson. Nicely cut out there by Owen Walker. Palacios now tries to take it up, and that ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up here for the home side. It'll be Kobe Stone, one of the goal scorers for Bonneville, to throw it in. Duran trying to get around Lipson. Can't. Poked away by Andrew Lipson, and then one back by Bonneville. It's now Moynier. Out to Mbachi. Into Duran. Duran will float one in over the top. One back by Skyline. And a free kick. Foul called. It'll go for the home side as Bonneville have a chance here to clear their lines off the free kick. Moynier will boot this one away. And now Palacios gets a foot on it. Cortez Infante defended by Anderson. Cortez Infante cutting it back. Nicely done there by Infante, and a foul called ultimately as the Skyline bench not happy with the call. They thought they had the advantage there, but it'll come back for a Skyline free kick. Ploger will play it out wide to Larson. Larson will now bring it up for Skyline. into Cortés Infante. Larson will switch it over in the direction of Joaquin Palacios. Palacios gets a header on it. Palacios trying to bring it down. Rassley defending. Poked up. Header there from Olsen. Lipson. Back to Olsen. Back to Lipson. And now Cortés Infante on the other side will play it out to Larson. Larson. Infante can't get the touch he wanted on it. Ball given away. Now here comes a quick counter for Bonneville as Duran taking it up with time, with space. Duran cuts back. Duran looking for support. Plays it in now for Richards. Richards to Wilcoxon. Heavy touch here from Luke Wilcoxon. Bonneville keep possession. Can't link up with Anderson. Ball booted away. And now Moynier running off of it. Richards. Ball floated in over the top. Here comes an opportunity. Off the shot. It's in. Uten Bogard, who puts Bonneville back in the lead. Ball floated through, and Jordan Uten Bogard, all by himself, one-on-one against Clevin. And Uten Bogard puts number 15 back on top. Bonneville leads it 3-2 with 21-26 left to go here in the second half. After Skyline coming back from a 2-0 deficit, ties it up. Uten Bogard, who had to miss the first half with an ankle injury, comes back into the match and makes the difference. Bonneville lead 3-2. Ball back in play. How will the Eagles respond? Still plenty of time for more drama, as this one is far from over. Lipson cuts inside. Lipson taking a shot, but can't put it on frame, as that ball just escapes from him at the last second. Goal kick coming up here for Bonneville. It's going to be Fabian Cerato to boot it away. Cortés Infante gets a header on it. Ball went back now by Owen Walker. Back to Ploger. Ploger carries the center back. Taking one, taking two. Tries to play it to Lipson. Ploger wins it back. Ploger still in possession. Ploger gets around one. And Olsen now on the wing. Ball poked away, out of bounds and out. Throwing for the visiting Skyline Eagles, and a substitution coming up as well. It'll be Pennick who checks back in. Beckham Larson heads to the bench for a breather. Palacios to throw it in. Puts it into the mix. Brought in by Skyline. Booted away. The shot from Walker from distance. And Fabian Cerato coming up with the big save. Cerato now looking to boot this one away. Palacios with a header. Duran trying to win it back. Ball comes up now for Ploger. Cortés Infante. Out now for Ware. The freshman, Nick Ware, will play it into Infante. Out wide now again to Nick Ware. Ware will float one in, looking for Lipson. Lipson brings it down. Lipson takes on one. Can't get past two. One back by Bonneville, and then one back quickly by Skyline. Lipson again. Palacios. Palacios trying to get around Stone. Palacios cuts it inside into the box. Palacios with the shot. Lipson with the shot. Defended by Bonneville and booted away. Joaquin Palacios and Lipson there with opportunities, but nicely, incredibly defended by Bonneville to keep this one at 3-2. Ploger goes down, and Ploger will see yellow. Ethan Ploger not happy that he was pulled down, and we'll see yellow. And a free kick coming up for Skyline. Cortez Infante with his left foot stepping over the ball to take. Infante will boot this one up. Tries to put it into the mix. Horton goes down. Ball ricocheting and booted away by Bonneville. That ball took a bounce and just landed right in front of Fabian Cerrato's goal, but no Skyline Eagle was there to pounce on it. And ultimately booted away by Bonneville. Palacios now to throw it in. And a foul called there as Jax Jameson was trying to get around his defender. Believe that was called on Richards. And a free kick here in a dangerous position for the visiting Eagles. It's Lipson and Cortez Infante standing over it to take. Set piece opportunity and a chance to tie things up. 17 minutes left to go. Ball floated in near post. Oh, and hits the wrong side of the net. It almost just barely creeps into that top corner off the Cortez Infante left-footed shot. But it hits the outside of the net and goal kick as Bonneville here have a chance to clear their lines. Dangerous opportunity, close opportunity there for Cortez Infante to score his second of the afternoon. Ball out. And a throw-in coming up. Richards brings it in to Anderson. That's Uten Bogard. And now Uten Bogard, the man with the winner at the moment, will play it in for Wilcoxon. Now it's Anderson. Anderson playing it to the Rasley. Rasley's in. Rasley can't bring it in and cleared out by Skyline off the deflection. Peyton Rasley, who just kind of got cut up underneath that ball, would have been in behind the Skyline defense one-on-one with Clevin had he been able to get the touch that he wanted. But either way, it's a Bonneville corner and a set-piece opportunity and a chance to find the insurance goal. Duran will float one in, back post. Floats across the face of goal as Jace Ryan was trying to get on the end of it, out for a goal kick.
Skyline substitution number 24, Dante Stock.
Substitution here as Dante Stock checks back in. 15 minutes left to go in the second half. And we've reached that point, that territory, where if Bonneville is able to find a goal and score the fourth, that could just very well do it for the Lakers to make it into the next round. Here comes an opportunity, defended by Bonneville. Horan looked to be off. The ball comes in across the face of goal and out of bounds for a goal kick. The Bonneville defense had their hands up in the air for the officials saying, hey, that should have been an offside, but we play on. And a goal kick here for Bonneville. Toothman checks back in. It'll be Fabian Cerrato to boot this one away. Infante gets a header on it. Jax Jameson brings it in for Palacios. A high boot there. And it'll be a foul called against Jasper Toothman. Off the high boot, we'll have a free kick coming up here for Bonneville. Ball booted away by Cerato. Palacios now brings it in. Palacios playing it to Lipson. And ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up here for Skyline as they maintain possession, as looking for the equalizer, looking for an opportunity to extend this one into overtime or potentially go for a winner. Still plenty of time here in the second half. And it's now Jameson, Jax Jameson, taking it from distance. 3 Bonneville defenders converging onto that one. Clevin off his line will boot this one up and away. Trying to win the ball back in the middle of the park. It's going to be Will Coxon who brings it in, and a foul called. Pennick to take. Plays it quickly and out wide. Here come the Eagles. Richards there to intercept. Will Coxon now settles it. Can't get it to Duran. Palacios wins it back. And now here's Lipson trying to poke one through. Stone comes across defensively. One back by Skyline. Here comes Palacios. Will Coxon now wins it back for the Lakers. And a foul called. Cortez Infante coming across. Commits the foul. And now Bonneville here have a chance to just take some time off that clock. 12 minutes left to go here in the second half. Bonneville leads it 3-2. Still plenty of time for another goal. Chase Ryan will go back to Cerato. Cerato plays it up looking for Stone, but can't connect as that ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up here for the visiting Eagles. Substitutions as well, as
substitution number 43, Ethan Ploger.
Ethan Ploger checks back in. Palacios cuts as Jameson has an opportunity, takes it into the 18. Here comes Jameson, nicely defended by Jace Ryan, and a goal kick. So, the assistant referee over here on the near side pointed the flag at the goal kick, but the center official says, no, Jace Ryan got a touch, and we'll have a corner kick coming up here for Skyline. The cross comes in, looking back post. Ploger's there, the shot, takes a deflection, still not clear. Pennick taking a shot, takes another deflection, and now out for a goal kick. Helter-skelter defensively there from Bonneville. Just holding on with a couple of deflections.
Skyline substitution number
and a goal kick.
Beckham Larson.
Big opportunity here for Bonneville to clear their lines. Skyline has had a bulk of possession as they're looking for the equalizer. Stone takes a heavy touch. Stone bringing it in. Palacios coming across, cuts it out. Out for a throw-in for the home side. Stone to Richards. Here comes Palacios, who goes to ground. A foul called and a free kick for Skyline. Ethan Ploger will take the free kick. Everybody for Skyline up now for this free kick. The only person behind here is Nick Ware, who gets the ball. And he'll play it up, cut out by Duran. Duran settles it for Rassley will play it up to Will Coxon. Now here come the Lakers. Off a quick counter. Nicely cut out by Stock. And a foul called. Will Coxon goes to ground. Stock commits the foul. And a free kick here for the home side. And another opportunity to just take some time off that clock. 8:45 left to go here in the second half. It's a 3-2 lead for the Lakers. Anderson to Richards. Richards takes it from distance safely into the hands of Luke Clevin. Ball brought in by Horton. Only momentarily as that ball is booted away and back to Clevin. Clevin will play it to Ploger. Ploger plays it up to Ware. Ware now, the freshman, boots it up over the top. Still Skyline. Ball comes to Toothman. Toothman out now to Horton. Alex Horton running off of it. And a throw-in coming up for the visiting Skyline Eagles. It's crunch time. It's danger time here for Skyline. 7:45 left to go. And it's just the one goal separating both sides. Trying to play one in, but it'll just float safely into the hands of Fabian Cerato. And now this ball booted away. Free kick and a foul called. Possession back with Skyline as Ploger plays it quickly. It's Pennick. Pennick carries. Pennick playing it out wide and cut out by Uten Bogard. A foot race now as Clevin will just come and collect to Ploger. To Pennick. Pennick will play it up to Toothman. Toothman gets a header on it. Brought in by Stockton Moynier and cleared out. Anderson pokes it up. Durant trying to get on the end of it. Only finds a Skyline Eagle. Here comes Skyline on the attack with Jamison. Jamison goes to ground. Play on, says the official. Joaquin Palacios now looking for an opportunity to cross it in, takes it into the box, cuts inside, the cross comes in, Horton's there, poked away, and cleared out by Bonneville. And we'll have a stoppage in play as Jax Jamison still on the ground. Jax Jamison back on his feet. But we still have now Luke Wilcoxon back on his feet as he was getting stretched out by the coaching staff here on the near side. As we get ready to resume play, it's going to be Palacios to throw it in on the near side. The official making sure everything's in order. Whistle blows, ball back in play, and Palacios leaves it to Ploger. Ball floated in, looking in the direction of Horton, but that one will just roll out. Goal kick coming up here for the home side, and a substitution as well as Vasquez gets ready to check back in.
Bonneville substitution. Number 20, Danny Vasquez.
Vasquez back onto the pitch. The hero of the match so far, Jordan Uten Bogard, heading off for a breather. Ploger gets a foot on it. Pennick with a header. Rassley cuts it out. Rassley against Palacios. Rassley gets around Joaquin Palacios. Palacios coming across and wins it back for Skyline. Stock will boot this one away. Vasquez with a touch. Out now to Duran. Duran to Rassley. Rassley can take it up, will support himself instead with Duran. Duran through Lipson. Duran with a nice little bit of skill gets it up to Wilcoxon. Rassley. Bonneville here just trying to hold on to the possession, making sure Skyline can't get the ball. Duran goes down, free kick coming up. And tempers flaring here as a free kick coming up. 4 minutes left to go here in the second. Time is running out for the Skyline Eagles. Free kick for Bonneville. It'll be Ryan to float one in. Puts it into the mix. The header from Wilcoxon. Can't redirect it on frame as that ball goes out of bounds, and now it'll be a throw-in. Ploger with a heavy touch. Ploger will now boot it away. Richards with a header in the middle of the park. Stock coming across. Vasquez. Anderson to Duran. One back by Skyline. Here comes Ploger. Ploger out wide now to Lipson. Lipson playing it to Johnson. Rudy Johnson up the sideline and booted away by Jace Ryan. Substitution coming up before the throw-in. It'll be the number 10, Carter Bolden, checking back in for Skyline. The shot from distance from Stock goes up and over the bar and out for the goal kick. Time ticking away for the Eagles. Lakers lead it 3-2. 2:50 left to go here in the second half. Ware will throw it in. In the middle now for Toothman. Toothman playing it into Lipson. And coming across is Fabian Serrato to boot this one away. Throw-in coming up. It's Palacios. Palacios to throw it in, looking for Johnson. Cut out by Ryan. And Chase Ryan boots this one away. Wilcoxon coming across with a header. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Skyline. Palacios to Ploger. 2 minutes. Ploger to Palacios. Palacios up the sideline. Gets around Rassley. Palacios taking it in. Palacios loses possession. And a goal kick coming up here for Bonneville. .145. Serrato will boot this one up and away. Ploger lets it bounce all the way back to Clevin. Everything forward now for Skyline. Duran boots this one away. Lands at Stock. Back to Duran. Duran taking it to the corner. It's Duran. Ashton Duran taking it to the corner. Taken off the ball by Ware. And a free kick. Under a minute now. And it looks like Bonneville will have the last chance. Off the free kick. Duran will take it to the corner. Duran hiding it, tucking it now in the corner. 3 Eagles coming across. Ball out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up. What a game. What a match we have just had here at Bonneville High School. Non-stop back and forth action. Bonneville led. Skyline clawed back into it. A free kick. And that should just
10,
about do it.
9, 8,
Celebrations now on the bench for the home side.
3, 2, 1.
The East High Leopards await. It's number 15, the Bonneville Lakers, who prevail.
And that's the match. Your final score, Bonneville 3 and Skyline 2. Bonneville will move on to play East.
Ashton Duran finds the goal to put Bonneville ahead. Colby Stone with an amazing volley to make it 2-0. Skyline pulls it back with goals from Alex Horton and Gabe Cortez Infante to make it 2-2 early in the second half. And then the hero of the match, the player of the match, is number 13, Jordan Uten-Bogard, who came off early in the first half, didn't play after taking a knock to the ankle, but he comes back in and makes the difference. He's the hero tonight. It's 3-2 as Bonneville advances to the next round here in the 5A playoffs. That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Alex Napolis, from Bill Francis on the camera, and from the entire Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. Everyone have a good night, and we'll see you in the next round, in the second round of boys soccer playoffs.